Audio check 1, 2, 3. Audio check. Hey guys, AJ Town here live with the T Storm Chasers in studio now with you. We have a severe thunderstorm warning that does include the Minnehaha County area, areas of Rock County as well. Does also include Jackson County, Nobles County, Pipestone County, Cottonwood, Murray, Moody County, and Minnehaha County as well. Now this is issued until 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. We do have this line of severe storms that are now starting to make its way of a southeasterly direction. Still, they are moving fairly slow at about 25 miles per hour is what this line is moving. As we do take a quick look at this line, you can see here the direction that it is moving is going to be more in that southeast direction. There's a look at the towns that it's going to be impacting. It's going to be more of east of the South Dakota-Minnesota border. It's not really going to impact the Sioux Falls area. It's going to stay west or east of the Minnehaha County area. We do see that as well. We do see the warning that is, again, going to impact Worthington down to Laverne at 9:37, Lismore 9:32, Hardwick. Hardwick is already being impacted here. Down to Wilmont, Adrian, Rushmore, Brewster, just to list a couple of the towns with this. Now, what are we looking at? This is going to be radar indicated. Hail and damaging wind is going to be the primary threat with this system as it does continue to progress its way in a southeasterly direction. We do have that chance that it is starting to move through the area as well. So we are continuing to watch that. We do have these storms that are out to the west of us as well that we are watching fairly closely that are just along that Highway 81 corridor there to the west that we are seeing with that. So real quick, the cell that is down by center Niobrara, Nebraska area there, we are looking at golf ball size hail with this system as this one is continuing to produce 60-mile-an-hour winds. This is basically what they call an extremely no, I'm sorry, I do apologize. This is a severe warned system. It is not an EDS, so I do apologize there. But it is moving east at 40 miles an hour. So this will be impacting Bloomfield, Wausau, Crofton, Creighton, basically down into that, Pierce and Cedar County area is what we are watching for that cell down south. We are watching this line of storms that are continuing to progress their way eastward. Give me just a minute here for that to load. For some reason, that's not loading.
Okay, I'm back, AJ, if you need some help.
Yep, so Robert's here, Tyler's here.
You're not hot. Now you're hot.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I meant
Robert's here with us again, and Tyler's here as well. Me and AJ here, we're all keeping a track of all of this, and we do have new cells that are popping up here west of Sioux Falls as well, kind of near the Salem area, and then down towards the Yankton area, and near the Freeman area again. We do have more cells that are kind of getting going, and we'll see if that makes its way towards Sioux Falls. We also need to address the flash flooding that we have going on near the Brookings area. We really need to hammer home on this because this is a dangerous developing situation. A lot of rain coming down near the Brookings area tonight, also in southwest Minnesota. And the problem is these storms are not moving very fast at all. I mean, they're moving at about 10 to 15 miles per hour. So they're not moving very fast at all. And we do have the outflow boundary that is kind of making its way through Sioux Falls right now, and that's going to kind of push these storms to the south. And the Sioux Falls area is not in the clear yet. We're still under that severe thunderstorm watch until midnight tonight, and just kind of going through all the different topics here. Another severe thunderstorm warning up by DeSmet, and that is moving southeast. So Sioux Falls at this point, not out of the woods yet, basically at this point. And new cells kind of popping up west of Salem and west of Yankton there, and north of Sioux Falls as well. So just wanted to mention that. We also, again, we had those twin tornadoes earlier. We got video of that, and very interesting stuff tonight with the way everything is set up. Kind of a wonky setup today with that warm front and the cold front kind of making a weird motion where we have some storms moving northeast, other storms moving southeast, and just kind of a weird setup today. But yeah, that severe thunderstorm warning continues just east of Sioux Falls, and I think Brandon is technically in that, I believe.
Yeah, they're around on the border right there. I am noticing, I'm looking at the velocity and where the severe thunderstorm is, and we have some heavy wind coming down from the Flanger area down toward the Garrettson and Beaver Creek direction as these storms push south. And they're saying these are 60-plus mile-an-hour winds. That reports are coming in right now.
Yeah, we are seeing that outflow boundary that Riley mentioned. We are seeing that move through the Sioux Falls area right now, which is allowing some of these cells to push south. The things that we do got to watch, though, is those cells that are, again, to the west of the Sioux Falls area. You can see those are continuing to progress their way eastward. They're not dying off in strength. In fact, we are watching some of these cells that are regenerating and growing back in strength. If you look at that cell that's right there, right along that Highway 18, Highway 81 corridor there, we can see that that cell is starting to really produce and gain some strength back there. Down by the Scotland, Lusterville area, up north of Tabor, northwest of the Yankton area. That is really starting to gain some strength as we do watch that as well. As we do look back again, Brandon is in that severe thunderstorm warning. Valley Springs, Beaver Creek, Laverne, Adrian, Worthington, Wilmont, Hardwick, Garrettson, up to the Jasper, Pipestone area is all in that severe thunderstorm warning. We are watching these cells again that are off to the west of the I-29 corridor that are going to be starting to shift as well. So we are watching that system as well as that does start to continue to develop and make its way east, southeast, or eastward with this as well.
we're getting comments about those twin tornadoes and where they were. Do you want to maybe pop up that video again and maybe tell everybody where that was at again? So yeah, there's the picture that we had, one of the pictures that we had. And we did have twins earlier. We had twin tornadoes. We do have video of that. He's going to try to pull that up for us here to show you guys that we had that earlier this evening. That was kind of down by the Olivet area. And that was the only tornadic event that we had tonight. So it could have been a lot worse. But that was... There's another picture, and I'm sure we'll continue to get more pictures sent in to us, but yeah, that video is a really good view of that. They're also, yeah, there's a couple of and any updates.
There's that twin tornado you can watch here.
Yeah.
As it does start to separate here, you can see that you can see the twin tornadoes that are developed there.
And where was that at again?
That was. Give me just a second to pull that up here. That one was 1.5 miles northeast of Kaler, South Dakota, at 7:05 p.m. Central Standard Time. So that was
Down by the Olivet Trip area.
Yep. There's Olivet, Scotland, down in this neck of the woods of where that was is kind of right where we are. Looking right in this area where they had that previous tornado warning come through.
That's clear as day right there. I mean, that video.
Just clear. I mean, they're not huge tornadoes by any stretch, but I mean, those are pretty clear. That's pretty clear cut video right there of those tornadoes. One of them was a little bit thinner, and another one was a little bit bigger there. So I wonder if we'll get any more video or pictures on that. But again, there is new cells popping up east of Mitchell and then more just west of Yankton. And we're just going to keep watching.
Yeah, we do also still have that severe thunderstorm warning that is in effect. Now, that is in effect until, again, let me get that pulled up here. That severe thunderstorm warning is in effect until 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. Looks like 60-mile-an-hour wind gust is what the primary threat with this is. So we are seeing that is still pushing its way southward, southeastward. We do see over into more of the Minnesota area there, where those storms are forming again eastward and pushing their way eastward as well into the cities in the I-35 corridor there as well. Mankato area as well. Some of you are saying strong winds are coming through that Sioux Falls area. That's that frontal bound, or that's that outflow boundary that we are seeing. So I bet if we had a capability of taking you outside instead of in the studio with us, we would be able to see that frontal boundary coming through the T area right now. So wouldn't be surprised to see that coming through in the next few minutes here through that T area as well. So definitely.
Another one right here.
There's a new cell forming.
Yeah, we're watching a new cell.
That's kind of catching our eye here near Jasper. Kind of actually right where Robert's at, kind of near the Garrettson area. Robert, do you see anything on that?
Yeah, I guess give me a quick second here. I'll take a look.
Yeah, it's right in your neighborhood. I mean, it's right by you.
Oh, okay. Let's see here. Oh, yeah, look at that.
Actually, right there near Sherman.
Yep.
I can see it still hasn't gained any strength. It's forming right now, but it hasn't showed anything significant. Let me take a look at the velocity and see if anything got on that side.
Yeah, so
Let's see,
what it looks like-
Jasper.
You're not hot.
Okay.
How do I?
See what that cell does, but it looks like they do have a wind report out of Jasper. Wow. 3-inch limbs broken and power poles broken out of Jasper, Minnesota. So that's a really strong wind.
Yeah, that's
You're hot now.
Okay. Okay, yes, I do see
The cell that you're talking about there, just north of Garrison, actually Sherman area. Cell just developed. We're currently looking at the storm velocity in that area, and looks like there is some. It is a wind producer. It looks like it is producing some wind. Jasper area. They are showing 3-inch limbs broken, so that is definitely some 40+ mile an hour winds coming through that area. And I'm just gonna wait for a few more radar scans, and we're gonna see what this cell does.
Yeah, that was when that outflow boundary came through a little bit ago, and Robert was showing us a little bit earlier. He was showing us his live feed. He was outside, and there was some pretty strong wind gusts, and I'm guessing that's
from that outflow boundary that came through a little earlier.
Let's take a look, see
What else we got?
We do have some comments of outflow, strong winds for the last 2 minutes from the outflow boundary, 57th Street area as well. Wind just picked up in Rock Rapids, southwest Sioux Falls area. We're getting a lot of reports now that this wind is really starting to pick up in the area with this outflow boundary as it's coming through. Now, that's not a severe thunderstorm warning, but these winds can definitely cause some damage as it starts to pick up and move its way southward. 69th and Cliff, we're seeing that. La Mesa, winds are howling. So we are definitely seeing the heavy winds are starting to move into the area along that I-29 corridor southward as this system starts to push its way southward. We'll put this map into motion here and kind of show you guys what we are looking at as far as the cells are concerned. You can see that cell that is just south of that minnow area. We are seeing that is moving in an northeasterly direction. We are seeing some cells on the west of southwest of the I-90 corridor there, right along that Highway 81 corridor of starting to develop some too with that outflow.
that outflow is
that outflow boundary is going through us right now. We're outside. Me and Tyler and I are outside right now, and it's really windy outside right now. So
Take it for a minute.
yeah. Yep. So the wind is passing through right now, our studio here, and we're outside gauging that. But yeah, it's pretty windy out there right now, and yeah. Probably 40, 50 mile an hour gusts. Robert, are you still there?
Yep, I'm still
Yep. So, yep, we just had that come through us. We had that outflow winds just come through, and that's about the only weather we've had in Sioux Falls today. So, but honestly, it looks like I gotta say from what it looks like. Maybe you can tell otherwise, but it seems to me like things have really calmed down, and things are starting to wind down. Because that storm down in northeast Nebraska, that has completely fizzled out, and the warning in Minnesota near Sleepy Eye, that one has been allowed to expire, and that one's fizzling out. And the one in the Brookings area has also died out. So what do you think about that? Because it seems to me like things are dying out in our area.
I'm gonna take a look and see if we have any updates yet from the chat bot.
Yeah, the rain has dissipated quite a bit up in the Brookings area. I mean, look at that. I mean, went from very heavy rainfall to now it's light rain in the Brookings area. And so as of now, I think it's kind of like, it's almost like Sioux Falls is in a bubble tonight, and all of the storms are going all around Sioux Falls to the south, west, north, east. It looks like it's all gone around Sioux Falls today.
I'll take over.
Yeah. Did it calm down?
No, it's still pretty windy out there. We are seeing that south is the south. Mic. There it goes.
Yeah, down by Freeman.
That cell between Freeman and Salem are still gaining some strength there as that starts to continue to progress its way eastward. I just received another video of that twin tornado. Give me a second here to get that pulled up. Facebook. Picture feed. There you go. All right, we got that up. Let's go ahead and hit this play button there. And you can see those twin tornadoes right there that are just to, now this is just to down by that Kaler, South Dakota area. We did have those again come through. That was with that tornado warning when that was issued down in that neck of the woods. We did see the twin tornadoes come through. We do have, again, actually that might have been triplets. I just saw another one. If I can grab the screen here. Actually, that one just looks like a long rope is what it is. It was not triplets. It was just, you can see that long rope of that one. Power just blinked. Power's going out. We're hearing now of power outages. Whoops, I hit the wrong button there. Sorry. We are now starting to hear of power outages as well as this wind is starting to move through the area. These storms are just not going to give up tonight. We are watching this system that is out to the west of the Sioux Falls. That'll continue to progress its way eastward. We are going to have to watch that fairly close. Something that I've been watching here off screen is this cell that is down by that Scotland area. That is just not giving up that strength yet. That is still giving us a chance of seeing something produce with it. So we are watching it very, very closely.
Yeah, he's pulling up the Xcel Energy chart here.
we are watching now. We just saw this. This has just been momentarily that we are now starting to see some development on the north end of that Sioux Falls area that we are going to start watching. Now we are, comments are starting to come in. We are starting to see those comments that are coming in that people are without power as well within the Sioux Falls area. We are seeing that Canastota area now, that stronger cells continuing to progress its way eastward. So that is a little bit of a concern if these two do combine, that we could see something produce out of that. This is entering an atmosphere where it is unstable atmosphere. Still at 10 o'clock at night, we are still seeing. Let me do this.
Over 5,000 kilojoules still over Sioux Falls.
Yeah, that's a lot of energy.
Yes, I got it pulled up right now.
We are still seeing dew points in the upper 60s with this as well.
Watch out, all that just dies out. See that? Near the Brookings area, we noticed on the radar. I mean, it is
Completely just fizzled out from what we had earlier.
It rained itself out.
Yep. Yep. Exactly. Yep.
It formed a cold pool.
Wow, that cell that is just north of the Sioux Falls area is really starting to gain strength. Right along that Highway 15 corridor there, we are seeing that.
Let's see if that's there too. I'm gonna see if that's tracking towards me or not. I don't have a tracker button on it yet.
Yep. It's moving in a northeasterly direction towards.
That actually should be moving.
It'll be to your south, Robert.
Yeah, I'm. I don't have a.
Should be moving in an easterly direction. So it would be coming into your neck of the woods there.
I wonder if
Energy has shifted to the south now, towards the Sioux Falls area instead of the Brookings area where we had all the storms.
I wonder if we're gonna start to see rapid cells developing near Sioux Falls now.
Let me pull up Pivotal and look up.
Warning is expired over Minnehaha. Yeah, there's still.
Yeah.
And again, that flash flood warning continues.
Way we can see how much rain has fallen near Brookings. Total rainfall in the last couple of hours.
I have a video, but it wouldn't let me show it.
I think we should address that because we got a lot of viewers from Brookings as well, and should probably let them know, give them an update.
Photograph is still showing a lot of promise here, guys.
Well, you got to remember too that severe thunderstorm watch is still out for a couple more hours yet. Doesn't expire until midnight, so still got to be watching things here very closely. Send it into the weather group chat, and then we'll jump that on the air. We'll put that on the air for everyone to see. If you want to pull that up, Tyler's sending.
Oh. Okay. That photograph showed some promise.
Yeah, we gotta show the viewers the Brookings area with the flooding.
winds doing? And
We are
that's
not
that
having
Magnolia.
audio issues right now. We have right now we have things muted because we are talking in the background to get a plan of action. Because again, a lot of this is coming out fresh, so we got to prepare here in studio for some of this stuff that we are hearing. So we are not having audio issues. So just hang with us just for a few. We're working on trying to get some satellite imagery up is what we're trying to do right now. So then we can kind of see where things are really starting to pop with this. So give us just a few. We do have that new severe thunderstorm warning that is down in
Ooh.
Scotland area, which is going to be Bonholm, Yankton County, Hutchinson County, moving into Turner County.
And we're already starting
See
to
a little bit of rotation.
Yeah, you noticed it too, didn't you?
Yep.
Go through. Just
All right, here comes that latest scan with that severe thunderstorm warning. That is just to the south of Scotland, actually just right over Scotland. We are seeing that is moving in an northeasterly direction. We do see, again, that cell that developed there north of the Sioux Falls area is starting to shift its way eastward into that Garrettson and Brandon area. We are hearing of power outages. Looks like 12th and Kiwanis area. It is mine is still on 41st and Marion. We're just seeing through our chat that a lot of people have lost power with this wind that came through. It's not a storm that's caused this outage. It's actually the outflow boundary that came through earlier that did cause that to occur. We're going to look at these velocity on this real quick here. And you can see just...
Yeah, you can see the outflow boundaries reaching Canton, and it's coming up towards Lennox and Chancellor right now. Worthing's in the shot too.
Yep.
Now,
So
As we take a look here, this is that outflow boundary that we were talking about earlier. Is right through here. You can see that as we are... Oh, I see what you did to me. You can see that outflow boundary there that is pushing its way down. This is moving in a east-southeast direction. I'm sorry, southwest direction. You can see that outflow boundary that is starting really to push its way east or southeast, southwest. If I can get my directions right, southwest. You can see that on radar here on our velocity radar there. You can really see that. You can see the Scotland area there, that rotation. We're detecting just a little bit of rotation in that Scotland area there as well. So we are keeping a very, very close eye on that cell for a possible tornado warning that might be issued on that one. We are seeing these cells. You can see some cells are starting to develop out here just west of that Sioux Falls area that we are watching as well. We are starting to see some of that come through. Let's take a quick look at our power outage, see if that's being reported. We take a quick look at our national power outage map. We do see that Nebraska is reporting almost 250,000 customers are without power. So almost half of the state is without power in the state of Nebraska as they had storms move through that Omaha area. You can see the Omaha area is going to be that greatest area of seeing that power outage with just over 216,000 customers without power, which there is 375,000 people without or with that have the power company. So just shy of 150,000 customers still have power, but 215,000 customers just in that Omaha area are without power as well. We do see Lincoln Electric as well is just over 25,000 people without power as well. We will jump back here as we do look at the South Dakota area. There we are seeing the Black Hills Electric Co-op is reporting 306 without power. Xcel Energy is right now is reporting 20 without power. We do think that will change come into the little bit later here as more customers start to report that. We can see that does break it down into counties for the Xcel for South Dakota. South Dakota is Minnehaha County. Lake County has 17 customers without power. Minnehaha right now is just only reporting 1, but however, we do know, according to a lot of your reports here, 18th and West is without power. Lightning struck a pole near 8th and Colville, so that is causing some of that power outage. 12th and Marion, lightning flashes. We are seeing 12th and Kiwanis is without power as well. So a lot. We do expect this number to change for Excel as we come into the next couple hours here. 22,000 customers are without power in Iowa. That is right along with those areas where that tornado went through earlier with that. That we are seeing that outage as well.
I want to see what happens when this outflow boundary hits this storm in
That
Scotland.
was
I wanna
my
see what
next
this cell
question.
does.
Yep, that was what I was going to ask you, Robert. Is
This
what was
is-
your thoughts on that? If that once that outflow hits that storm, is that going to make it bigger or is that going to kill it?
It'll be.
I think
short.
it'll kill it. They'll weaken.
So if it's hooking right now.
Yeah, you see that? It's starting to hook now, and we're starting to see velocity.
Yep, I see it.
They have continued the severe thunderstorm warning until 12 a.m. for Sioux Falls.
Yep.
Severe thunderstorm watch.
The watch?
They
Sorry.
indicated
Yeah.
1 inch hail, and they are
They're getting
getting
a max wind gust of 60 miles an hour coming out of it. So, storm motion is northeast at 17 miles an hour. It's a really slow moving storm.
Yeah, it's only moving at
It-
15.
Yeah, if you do look though, right in front of it, there is that cell that's building right in front of it. That's been some new development here in the last 5 minutes with that cell. As we do take a look at that.
Oh, the one near me fizzled out.
That cell that is just south of that Freeman area, west of Hurley, right along Highway 18 there. We are starting to see that really start to develop as well.
There you go.
Do we know how fast those wind speeds were when it came through Sioux Falls? Since there's power outages.
I'm trying to think. I think there's a web.
I can look up.
All right, we just received information too that they have now extended the severe thunderstorm watch. They're in yellow for that Sioux Falls area until midnight tonight. So we are continuing to watch this as we are going to start to see some of this development. As we do take a look at that, you can see the development just west of the I-29 corridor. We've been watching these cells progress over the last even 10-15 minutes, and they have really gained their strength back, and they are moving into that Sioux Falls area. Right now, they are just literally west of the Highway 17 corridor, west of Lennox, west of T. You can see that cell that is down by that Freeman area there as well. That is really starting to gain some strength too. wouldn't surprise us to see some of these cells become severe worn down in that Highway 81, Highway 18 corridor, as we are starting to get more of the track of these live updates from our radar program that we utilize here, that we are seeing that these cells are starting to regenerate and regrow their strength, as even though that outflow boundary came through, we're seeing this is starting to really pick back up.
Perhaps this is round
Cool.
2.
We had round 1 earlier, kind of west of Sioux Falls, and then north of Sioux Falls. Perhaps this could be round 2. Jury's still out on that. I do want to mention too, we did have a chat question that said, is that cell on the west side of Sioux Falls getting stronger? The answer is yes. Well, there is a couple of cells just west of Lenox, and they've started to pick up some strength, and those are going to continue to move towards the Sioux Falls area. So this is why we've been keeping a very close eye on the Sioux Falls areas. We're not done yet. We're not out of the woods, so new cells are popping up here. And also, there was another question, chat question, asking AJ why he's not out chasing. Well, the reason why is because we don't chase at night. It's just kind of a safety thing for us. So, but yeah, thank you guys all for tuning in and commenting tonight on all of our live streams. And no, we got our viewers on YouTube and X, and also Facebook. But yeah, we're just for those of you just tuning in, this is our we're just keeping an eye on the Sioux Falls area currently. We had tornadoes earlier. We had a tornado warning earlier. We had severe thunderstorm warnings, and we got flash flood warnings up near the Brookings area. And there is video of that. We can't get it right now, but we're going to try to work on that. But there is video up in the Brookings area of some flooding, and apparently it was pretty bad. So I don't know. We don't know specifics on how much rain fell in the Brookings area, kind of up there, but we know that there was some flooding concerns up there, and perhaps there's probably going to be some flooding and maybe in southwest Minnesota, as this rain is not going anywhere, barely moving, and there's just a lot of rain there in southwest Minnesota.
There we go. I got that.
But again, we're continuing to watch those cells that are developing west of Sioux Falls, and we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, this is the reason why we're on, is just to track this for you. And as we have that severe thunderstorm watch that continues for another hour and 45 minutes for the Sioux Falls area, and we just want to keep you guys updated on what's going on. So we're gonna stick with you guys for a little while yet and see if anything gets worse here, and we'll be here to track it for you. So we got a full team tonight, and to help you guys out. So
one of his comments was he wasn't quite sure on rain totals. We were able to find that with one of the programs that we do utilize here at the Weather Studio. So we did utilize that, and we were able to find some rain totals. Looks like Brookings itself was 4 inches of rain, radar indicated. Now this is radar indicated. This is not instrument indicated or anything. This is, again, radar indicated. Some areas north of the Brookings area received almost upwards to 5 inches of rain. You can see that there, just north of the Bruce area, or east of the Bruce area, northwest of White, as we are looking at that. Brookings, down to Brookings, again, right around 4 to 4.5 inches of rain as the system moved through. So we are seeing that they had an extremely large amount of rain that pushed through that area. Even over into Volga. Volga was right around that 3 inches of rain. Down further south, down to Murday, even had over 3 inches of rain with that as well. As we do look over, like, let's go by the DeSmet area there, we did have 4 inches of rain as well. So we had a lot of rain come with that Now, I want to mention we just had a latest radar update here, and we can see these cells are really starting to form. Again, they're really coming together. They are starting to grow their strength back. So we are starting to really watch this, and we are starting to see that these strength are starting to come back in these cells. So we are continuing to watch these cells as they are starting to regenerate their strength after that outflow boundary came through. We thought it would lose some of the strength. However, they are now in the process of regenerating their strength. You can see right along the Montrose area there, Humboldt area, you can see that those stronger cells are starting to progress their way eastward. That'll stay long east of highway, along the interstate, that cell well. We do see those cells south of Highway 42 that are growing in some strength. We do see some purple in those. So that is an indication of a little bit of a stronger system with that. You can see that is going to be that Highway 17 and I believe that's 41st Street that we are looking at. Yeah, that would be 41st Street. 41st Street there, just north of 41st Street, west of Highway 17. We do have those stronger cells there with that as well. As we turn on our lightning tracker, we are seeing some of these cells are producing lightning as well. As we zoom out there, we can see that these cells are producing lightning, which is an indication that they are growing in strength as well with this coming into it. This is, again, moving that easterly direction. Going to bring some rain into the Sioux Falls area, some stronger storms. Right now, again, we are seeing...
Just heard thunder in our studio.
We are seeing some purple indication. Riley's reporting thunder now at the station. So get your thunder buddies ready and definitely have that ready to go here. That is approaching, again, the Highway 17 corridor. You can see Highway 44 there in that Parker area. We are seeing that cells are starting to show some purple in them as well. So we're seeing some strength with these cells as they are starting to move back into this area. Now, a lot of you are asking tornado chances. Let me turn off some things here.
It's raining now.
And I am not going to speak directly as far as tornado chances. I am going to use the National Weather Service, the Storm Prediction Center out of Norman, Oklahoma. It does keep that Sioux Falls area there in green and a 2% chance risk of seeing a tornado in the area. Now, keep in mind, one thing I do want to mention here as well is I know some of you are thinking, dude, 2%, it's not that much. You know, it's a 98% chance that we're not going to see one. However, we had that 2% risk when we had the 3 tornadoes move through the Sioux Falls area. Just keep that in mind. You know, there is that probability of seeing a tornado or 2 move through with this. The Storm Prediction Center earlier did even put out a notice that there is still an isolated chance of a tornado or 2 to occur with the cells that are coming through the area now. Now, are we saying it's going to happen? No. We're not saying it's 100% given that it is going to happen. We are saying there is a chance that we are going to see those a tornado move through the area, a 2% risk. Again, Sioux Falls, when we had the 3 tornadoes move through, it was at nighttime. We had that 2% risk. So definitely something to keep in mind as we start to get into this system coming into the Sioux Falls area. You can get some things turned back on.
Okay, AJ. I'm on the Wonder Map mesonets around the country, and some mesonets are picking up just over 3 inches of rain in the Brookings area. We have one in South Brookings actually was almost 4 inches of rain. 2.5 So yeah, looks like Brookings actually got most of the rainfall. Verdi got 2 3/4 rain. So yeah, this is the wonder map from Weather Underground. And this is a complete nationwide network of mesonets that people have, like personal weather stations.
So there,
That'd
that was some mesonets. So this is weather stations that were around that Brookings area. You heard Robert give his report on those. We did look at those radar indication. So those radar indications were pretty close to what we saw come through as well. We are seeing some rain and thunder and lightning now in the T area. We are starting to see that as well, starting to move in. Good news is along that Highway 42, that cell that we did see, that purple, is starting now to decrease a little. We are starting to see with this system that is in that Humboldt area, you can see a little bit of a bow with this, which is going to indicate some wind with it. So something we are watching fairly close with that, because that will be impacting the Sioux Falls area. That is going to be impacting the northern portion of the Sioux Falls area, north of 12th Street, is what we are predicting with this system.
We do have some cells moving into the T area right now.
Yep.
Yep, I'm looking at it right now.
And some
Wonder if Sioux Falls might get the same treatment that Brookings did a little while ago, where we might start to see a train of cells.
That is a possibility, but we're going to see if any cells form behind the Scotland.
All right, we just had a severe thunderstorm warning issued.
Okay. But no, I do not see the on storm velocity. I don't see it because if you actually look at it on my side,
wow, that thing developed fast.
unless we're talking about the one that's this right here.
All right, we just had a severe thunderstorm warning that was just issued here. This is just coming across the wire here. Southeastern McCook County in southeast South Dakota. Wind, gust, and quarter-size hail is what the primary threat is with this. It will stay south of that Canastota area, move into the Humboldt, South Dakota. So we will most likely see Minnehaha County have a severe thunderstorm warning issued as well. Humboldt about that 11-12. So this system is moving fairly slow. We are looking at moving northeast just at 15 miles an hour. So we are starting to see that these cells are starting to regenerate their strength. We're not done with this system yet, guys. We're not done with this night. We are going to continue to watch this as we are starting to see cells really start to redevelop. We have the cell down by Marion as well that we are watching fairly close with that as well. That we are seeing that starting to generate some strength as well. We are seeing the cell just to the west of Sioux Falls. We are seeing some purple and white starting to generate in that. So we are starting to see these cells as they start to come into the Sioux Falls area. They are starting to regenerate the strength. They are regenerating back of what we lost earlier, and they are moving back into the area as a regeneration.
Yep, it is raining into you right now.
So we are starting to see that these cells are starting to regenerate their strength. They are coming back to life per se with it as we are starting to watch these cells as they continue to produce. You can see again just on radar here. You can see our live radar here. Just how strong these cells are as they start to come back into the area. This line that is progressing in an northeasterly direction that we are seeing with this as well. As we take a quick look, let's take a quick look at our surface temps right now. We are still seeing temps. We are seeing temps that have cooled down that were, again, these temps have actually been upwards in that 90-degree mark, and they really dropped down as that boundary came through, that outflow boundary. However, there's still enough spin in this atmosphere and instability that these are regenerating their strength. They are coming back. We did lose that severe thunderstorm warning that was down in the Hutchinson County area there. We did lose that. So right now we do have this severe thunderstorm warning that is for that McCook area that we are watching very closely as well. You can see as we zoom in there just south of that McCook or Canastota area where the strongest portion of the cell is. We can actually change over and see where that hail is at there too, just south of Canastota as well. We are seeing that as well regenerate some strength back in that Canastota area. We are seeing the hail even down south there, south into the Marion Minnow area.
Yeah, that's what I was just
we are seeing that hail core is really starting to pick back up as well. So we are seeing that as we do look at these storms. Look at over in Iowa. Temps are still in some reporting in the 80s to low 80s to upper 70s as that all comes through. Let's switch back to regular radar here. All right, we do have this line that is still, again, progressing eastward. This will move again in the east-northeasterly direction. Right now, those over in the Minnesota area, you're looking at primarily a rain system that is moving through with some small hail probability, some lightning, and a little bit of wind. We're not looking at really a huge threat now in the Minnesota area. A lot of that energy now is being pushed back to these cells that are now moving through the area as well. So we are continuing to monitor these cells. We do have that severe thunderstorm warning that is in effect now until 11 p.m. Central Standard Time. We are starting to see a little bit of a push with that, so we are seeing some of the winds that will be pushing with this as well. We are hearing, again, still of that power outage in the Sioux Falls area. Now we just got that update. We just have. Give me a second here to get that switched.
Yeah, there's rapid development just west of Sioux Falls.
Now we are. Here is that latest look here. Excel is now reporting just shy of 2,300 customers are without power. That's going to be primarily in that Sioux Falls area. Let me get the Excel site up here.
Looks like they have allowed that
Thunderstorm warning down by Lesterville to
Sioux Falls.
So yeah, more cells are developing southwest of Sioux Falls there, and making its way towards Sioux Falls. And so Sioux Falls is not out of the woods here. Temperature currently in Sioux Falls, the report there, 70 degrees with a 63-degree dew point. So the dew points have dropped considerably. I mean, earlier today we had a dew point of 78 over Sioux Falls, so clearly it has dropped quite considerably from what it was earlier. Let's see here.
The atmosphere is finally winding down. Thank God.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say here.
We just gotta wait for these last couple cells to go past us, and we'll be in the clear.
Yep. But do you see that hook on the radar?
No, no, I do not, and I'm actually looking at base velocity right now, and I don't see anything.
You
That
gotta,
weird
you gotta
amount-
go to you gotta go to reflectivity on radar scope.
Go to reflectivity.
Now do you see it?
Yeah, but I want to look at winds. That's what I'm doing.
Oh yeah.
That's what I was looking at velocity. And I don't see anything. Let me go to tilt 2.
That one near Monroe is still looks like it's still showing.
I know, ain't that weird?
Yeah.
It might be a gust NATO. It could be. It probably what because it looks like the outflow boundary met up with that in that area right there. So it probably
You
could have
heard it.
caused a little bit of
Yeah,
spin.
you heard it from him. It's possible gust NATO. We've seen it all. We've heard it all tonight. Tell you what.
It's not really a tornado. It's just basically
Yeah, I know what you mean.
best way I could describe it. It's just it's a thunderstorm dust devil. That's what I can describe it as.
Yeah. All right. But yeah, it really is filled in from Menno, Freeman, Parker, Monroe up to Hartford. It is really filled in now. Kind of what we saw in Brookings, but not as severe. Robert, you'll have to fill them in on what is a gust NATO. We're getting comments saying what is a gust NATO.
Give me one quick here second.
New meso's out.
We do have a new meso. All right, let me look at that.
Okay.
Another outflow boundary just went through. No, that's the same one. Never mind.
By the way, they still have continued that severe thunderstorm watch. They've just trimmed it down a little bit.
Okay. Are you ready for the definition?
Yep.
A gust NATO is a brief, shallow, surface-based vortex which forms within a downburst emanating from a thunderstorm. So basically what you just saw there is the outflow boundary is basically is the gust front from a thunderstorm, and sometimes you can get rotation out of it. Very brief. It's basically a glorified thunderstorm dirt, dust devils, basically how I can describe it.
Yeah. So everybody's wondering about the tornado. Is there a tornado for Sioux Falls, or like a tornado threat, or tornado? Any tornadoes near the Sioux Falls area?
Let me pull up Pivotal. Let me get some updated photographs real quick here.
I think the tornado threat has diminished quite considerably, if not zero at this point.
Well, the Storm Prediction Center still does have the 2% risk for the Sioux Falls area.
Yep. So yeah, people
so
got to
it can't
keep
be
that
completely ruled out.
right. But based on what we're seeing on the radar, so far, not showing anything.
Okay, you said there's a new mesoscale discussion?
No, that was earlier.
Okay, that was earlier. Okay,
yeah.
never mind. Okay.
Really?
trying to catch up on you guys' conversation here.
Yeah, as of now, the severe threat has went down quite a bit. There is no severe weather currently. Nothing in Minnesota, nothing in Iowa. The only severe weather we have going on right now is down in the Kansas City area where we got temps still at 90 degrees. So that is where we got the severe weather currently, down in Kansas City where we got 90-degree temps. So we're just continuing to watch the situation. More rain expected in the Sioux Falls area here for the next half hour.
Yep.
As it looks like this band from Monroe, Parker, Freeman, Menno area, that's pushing northeast towards the Sioux Falls area. And we'll see if that becomes severe. But, you know, the reason why we're on, storms are still firing up, and we do have that tornado, that 2% tornado risk tonight for the Sioux Falls area. And there's also an enhanced risk for the Sioux Falls area that continues for the rest of the evening. Yeah, that's radar clutter there. Yeah, I'm not seeing any new updates as of now. I do want to mention too, they actually dropped the flash flood warning an hour early. So that flash flood warning in the Brookings area has been allowed to expire. So that's obviously really good news there. So it seems like the situation in Brookings has really calmed down. Oh man, these temps are impressive. We got temps now in the low 60s in these rain-cooled air areas there. We got Laverne, Minnesota at 63. Sioux Falls coming in at 70. Brookings down to 64. Marshall 64. And then you got 81 in Spencer, Iowa yet. Rain cooled air. Robert, anything that you're looking at that's catching your eye at this point? Because I'm not really seeing a whole lot at this point. Just your garden variety thunder showers.
Yeah, it looks like because the surface temperatures have gone down, that the thunderstorm, the strength for the thunderstorm to stay strong is slowly starting to diminish as the atmosphere is eroding its energy away. So from what it looks like right now, they're just gonna rain out. At this time, I don't see any further threat.
Yeah. So all of that energy that we had in the Sioux Falls area, is that pretty much gone then at this point?
No, the Cape is still there, but it looks like the upper winds right now, what we need for to help with convective ability is, to produce hail, produce heavy wind, possible tornadoes. It's diminishing. So the Cape is still there. So we still have the moisture on the ground that the thunderstorm can use for fuel to produce storms, but it's just going to produce rain and maybe some small hail.
Okay.
But
well,
the cell getting ready to enter the west side of Sioux Falls right now.
Now, what's the lightning tracker looking like? Curious what the lightning looks like. Okay. Yeah, I mean, there's a good amount of lightning and thunder in this, and some rain. So I think at this point, there is just some garden variety thunder showers and thunderstorms that will be heading into the Sioux Falls area here. But I think we're all in agreement here that the severe threat has diminished quite considerably at this point, and no, we haven't had any warnings now for a little while. And again, and they also dropped the flash flood warning for the Brookings area, which is really good news. And hopefully the flooding situation in the Brookings improves. Because we saw some video earlier and it didn't look good. So, been some strong wind gusts, and I'm sure some gusty winds will continue along these thunderstorms that move through. There will be for the Sioux Falls area. So, still be weather aware tonight. Have weather radios in case if you have a weather radio. Otherwise, just tune in to to Storm Chasers for the latest information. And basically what's going to happen is these storms are going to continue to make its way east and produce some heavy rainfall, maybe flooding, but at this point the flooding threat, I think, it's not zero, but it's not as strong as it was before. And also just lightning, thunder associated with this, and just some general thunderstorm activity. But if anything else happens, we'll jump on here and let you guys know and give you guys the updates that you guys deserve. So for Tyler and Robert and AJ and everyone here at the crew, thank you guys for tuning in tonight. And it was a lot of different moving parts to this event. So, but we'd like to thank you all for tuning in tonight and watching us. And you guys stay safe, stay weather aware, and yeah, thank you guys for the support. So stay safe,